Hey guys, Jenny, and today we are practicing our slow flow class. And we're actually going to be doing our Namaskar. We're going to be focusing a lot on those sun salutations. And those sun salutations are super important because they move the body in all directions. It helps to clear energy pathways. It's a balancing sequence, and each movement touches at least one of the chakras. Helps to really invigorate the body while clearing space. It's also where we focus on our personal perception of our own being, that solar plexus chakra. As we're building that energy, we're also building the strength of our own being. We're seeing those aspects of our truth, accepting them for, allowing them and accepting them for exactly what they are. And that's really important because today we're going to be talking a little bit about the beliefs that we hold about ourselves. And I know I talk about this stuff a lot, but it's because it's so fundamentally important to the level of experience that we have in this time and space. And it's one of the most insidious things, our perceptions and our beliefs about ourselves, because they're private. They're inside of our own being. The worst things that we would ever think about ourselves, we would never say out loud. And there's literally no accountability, right? What you believe about yourself and your life on a deep subconscious level is what you live out daily through your actions, words, choices, and habits. It's also what you attract and manifest more of. So be mindful of the power of your beliefs and their power over your life. And that's so important, particularly when it comes to those beliefs that we hold about ourselves and our lives. This is where we have to learn to distinguish between the programs, the old stories, the expectations that other people have put on us, the level of desire that they have for our life experience, and to really sort out what is ours and what we truly want and what is actually in alignment with the truth of our being. It's all about what's in alignment with me. Now, I can fake it and I can, project this egoic expression in a person that meets all of those expectations. It looks good on the outside so that people don't judge me and all of these things. But that's going to leave me feeling really unhappy, really unfulfilled, really insecure with who and what I am, because I'm not accepting my truth and allowing that energy to flow through my being, which that's what I'm here to do. My human being means for me to fully accept all of those aspects of my being. It's really like our whole life is just to uncover the truth of our being and to express it from this humanness that we're experiencing, this allowing it to just really explode or to grow into the reality of this life experience. It's so liberating to pursue your wholeness as opposed to perfection. We get stuck, hung up, locked mentally in this idea of perfection and what other people want to see and how we should be perceived and what is going to make us successful and how that has to happen. There's a formula, in our mind that we achieve certain things. And that is not true. The greatest success you can have comes from being in your most authentic state of being. That's where all the beauty flows from. That's where all of the miraculousness of your particular being, your unique expression flows from, is within that space. We change constantly. We're constantly evolving. We're constantly shifting. And it's just about expressing that expression of ourselves right now in this moment. It can change all the time. And we don't have to stay this same expression of being our entire life. It's going to change all the time. We're learning, we're growing, we're understanding more about ourselves. We're sinking more into the fundamental aspects of our being. And that's going to shift. And we don't have to explain that to anybody or anything. That's nobody else's business. And recognizing, I think all the time we think that we're not perfect the way we are. That the way that we fundamentally are is not perfect. We are. A lot of times, like we were saying before, we might make choices, we might take actions that are not conscious of the truth of our being. That's when we feel bad. That's when we don't feel perfect. That's when we feel like there's something missing. That's when we feel challenged by who and what we are, because the expression that we're trying to project is not in alignment with the truth. There's a really beautiful quote, and it says, "I saw that you were perfect, and so I loved you. Then I saw that you were not perfect, and I loved you even more. Really, at the end of the day, we all just want to connect to the humanity of the people around us. And that does not equivalent perfection. Those people who we feel like are so perfect that we couldn't live up to that, expression of being, that's just a challenge for us, like a painful reminder of like, I'm not going to be this expression of thing that I think I'm supposed to be. When we can relate to the humanity in each other, that's when we find hope and inspiration. That is when we really sink into the beauty of our own being. We feel like we get permission to express ourselves in our pure authenticity. It's like a hero. I've talked about this before. Some of my favorite superheroes are the ones that have the most human qualities. They're the least perfect heroes. They're the ones who are kind of a mess. They're mischievous. They're sometimes good. Sometimes you think they're bad. You don't know what they are. And it's because you can relate to the human qualities of their being. You can see their humanness. You can see their life story projected into their experience, into that heroic expression of their being. You are perfect the way you are. You were taught the concept of imperfection, and you built your reality upon that. You're already perfect, beautiful, incredible manifestation of human being. You are a part of the sparkling universe, the stars, the cosmos, the planets. You are a part of all of those things. Ensure that you're a few of them, and we're going to be moving slowly through them so that we can really feel into them. And if you feel like you need to modify at any time, please feel free to do so. We'll talk about some modifications, but of course listen to your body and do what you feel like is necessary to get you through the exercise without putting yourself in any pain, tingling, or numbness or anything of that sort. But we're going to be talking about postures. We're going to be sinking into that space of like recognizing the strength of our being, tapping into the perfection of the quality of our spirit, and that dictates the truth of my being, my physical being in this time and space. Accept the truth of what you are today on your. I really want us to try to intimately connect to that truth of our being so that it can override our limitations and the expectations and the old programs and all of that stuff. So we are going to get started today by sinking into our comfortable, easy seated posture on our mat. Close your eyes, drop the shoulders back and down. Allow the spine to become nice and long, strong center channel of our being, from the tip of the tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head. Gonna take a deep breath and remember who the fuck you are. Remember who you are. Not who the world says you are, not who other people tell you you need to be. Who are you? All of the strength, all of the beauty, the perseverance, the trials overcome, the lightness of spirit, the gratitude, the compassion, the empathy, the love that pours out from your being. All of that incredible, beautiful, unique energy that you share with the world. Yeah, if y'all don't realize I cuss at this point, we're in trouble, because that does happen. Because my whole point on the mat is always to be real and authentic. You're going to get the same version of me off the mat as on the mat. Sink into your breath. Remember who you are. Feel that overwhelming expression of being as it lights up in the heart space and presses itself out of every pore. A million points of light radiating in all directions. Stop the limiting talk. Stop Putting yourself down, stop making yourself small for just a moment and tap into the grandness of the creation of your being. We're going to feel into the quality of our energetic projection, our auric field, by taking those hands and dropping them outside of those hips, just resting the fingertips into the earth. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And then inhale, draw those arms overhead, super, super, super slow with grace and ease, feeling into that auric field, that energetic projection, until those fingertips rise into the sky. Arms are completely long, palms of the hands are forward. Take those thumbs to touch and inhale deeply. Exhale, super, super, super slow, take it down. Now we're going to match the breath with the movement. Inhale up. Thumbs come to touch, reach through the fingertips, and then exhale, release. Press the palms away from each other until the fingertips find the earth. One more time at your own pace. Inhale up. Exhale down. Resting those fingertips into the earth. Deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the mouth. Twisting through the spine, you're going to take your right hand behind your right glute. Left hand comes to the outside of the right knee, gazing over the right shoulder if it feels safe on the neck for a nice spinal twist. Keep the spine super straight and long. Untwist the spine, swing the arms around. Left hand comes behind the left glute. Right hand comes to the outside of the left thigh, gazing over the left shoulder this time. Super slow and gentle, untwisting that spine. Take those fingertips to rest back into the earth. Inhale, draw those arms up. We're going to bend our elbows so that the palms of the hands rise up towards the sky. Fingertips drawing themselves towards the sun. Palms of the hands are forward. We're going to inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, twist to the right. Close the eyes, draw the attention or your awareness back inside. Inhale back to center. Keep those hands up, elbows up. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, we're going to drive those fingertips into the sky. Draw those hands towards each other. Exhale, drop those elbows down, pressing the heart space forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Exhale, take it back down. Hold that posture. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully and completely. We're going to take those hands behind the head, not pressing on the back of the head, specifically not pressing on the back of the neck. You don't want any pressure there. We're going to inhale. And then exhale, take those elbows in towards the belly, tucking the chin to the chest, grounding through the spine. Inhale up. Expose that heart space, press it forward. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, take those elbows up. Exhale, super slow and gentle. Release those hands back down into the mat, grounding into the earth, connecting through all of those points of contact from the physical body to the mat. Take those hands to the center of your shin bones so that we can come into some spinal flexations. We're going to inhale forward, pressing the heart space past the biceps. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale forward, exhale back. Keep the crown of the head level to the sky and the chin level to the earth. Close your eyes and draw your attention back inside of your own being. Keep those sits bones grounded into the earth, anchored into the mat. Establishing this is my time. This is my space. I choose to make this body a safe and secure place for my soul to express itself in this reality. Inhale to center. Exhale fully and completely. Take a moment to breathe into your body. Then we're going to come up onto those hands and knees, that tabletop position. Taking those deep sweeping hip circles first, drop the hips to the left side. Swing them down towards the heels. Take it up to the right, forward, left, back, right. Continue on at your own pace, matching the breath with the movement. Inhaling from the front to the back, exhaling from the back to the front. Next time you find yourself towards the front of the rotation, draw in the opposite direction. One more time, and then come back into that tabletop position. Crown of the head shining towards the front of the room. Nice strong line of the body from the tip of the tailbone to the crown of the head. Gaze is between the hands. We're going to come into those cat-cow stretches. By lifting the tailbone, dropping the belly, and taking the gaze up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round through the spine, and take the chin to the chest. Inhale for your cow. Exhale for your cat. Just continuing on, moving that spine as fast or as slow as you need to really warm it up. Prepare it for the rest of your movement, for your practice today. Come back to center. Take those knees towards the edge of the mat. Press the glutes back towards the heels. Stretch the arms out long in front of you, releasing the heart space and the third eye into the earth, and find your breath. Love yourself just the way you are. As flawed as you perceive yourself to be, as unattractive as you sometimes feel, and as unaccomplished as you think you are. To believe that you must hide all of the parts of you that you believe are broken, out of fear that you are incapable of being loved. You are already perfect. You are already whole. You are already complete. Choose to align your beliefs and your thoughts about yourself with those truths. Super slow. Rise back up into that tabletop position. Curling your toes under, pressing those hips into the sky, downward facing dog. Breathe into that posture. Releasing the heels down towards the earth. You can pedal out those knees if you need to. Then inhale and gaze towards the top of the mat and float or step towards those hands. And hang in your forward fold. Taking those pinkies to opposite elbows. Or allowing those fingertips to rest into the earth. Releasing the weight of the crown of the head to the earth. Bend those knees just a little bit if you're feeling any pressure on your lower back, or you can take those hands and gently rest them on the shin bones. But allowing that head to hang heavily from the upper spine. And then really, really slow and gentle. Pick up those toes and place them back into the earth, starting with the pinky toe, working towards the big toe, creating space in between each toe. And then inhale, rise up super slow, vertebra by vertebra, and draw those arms overhead. Fingertips are reaching straight up into the sky. Exhale, cactus out those arms, pressing the heart space forward. Instead, inhale and lift those fingertips into the sky. I cannot talk. Exhale, swan diving forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release those fingertips into the earth, rolling up through your spine. 2 more times at your own pace. Keeping that nice strong center line of your body through each of these postures. Meeting in that Tadasana or mountain pose whenever you're through. We're going to move into those sun salutations, Surya Namaskar, honoring the sun, honoring that fire within our being, the truth of who and what we are that wants to just shine forth from inside of us. We're going to build that light, that strength of light, that golden ball of light that exists within our being, allowing it to radiate as fully and completely as possible. So as we're moving through our sun salutations today, we're going to be doing 8 sun salutations, and we're going to be moving pretty slow through them. And I want you to feel into each of these postures and building that strength of your being and that middle fire, that belly fire. I want you to feel that radiating from within you. Allow these postures, these exercises to be really meditative and like that offering of wanting to access that truth of your being, wanting to radiate from that truth of your being. Allow that part of you to really rise up within you through these postures. Connect. It's the offering. It's the investment to access the beauty of that place within us. So we're going to go ahead and start with those sun salutations. Inhale, draw the arms upward into the sky. Allow those fingertips to be spread super wide as you reach those fingertips upwards, like there's a magnet in the tips of your fingertips, drawing them towards the sun so that you can receive that sun energy. Allow it to drop down into the fingertips, the wrists, the forearms, the elbows, the biceps, the shoulders, all the way down into the heart space. Exhale, cactus, press that heart space forward, allow it to radiate. Inhale, draw the arms overhead. You can take your gaze upward towards those fingertips if it feels safe on your neck, and then exhale, hinge forward from those hips. Swan diving forwards. Allow those fingertips to brush along the earth as they find that prayer hand. You're going to inhale, half lift. Crown of the head shines towards the front of the room. Tuck those thumbs into the breastbone, or gently allow those palms of the hands to rest on the shins if you're feeling that pressure in your lower spine. Keep that gentle bend in the knees also to protect that lower part of your back. Exhale, forward fold. Take a moment to breathe into the body for a moment. Inhale. We're going to rise up. Draw those fingertips back into the sky. Exhale, cactus. We're going to move fully into that sun salutation now. Inhale, fingertips rise up. And exhale, swan diving forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take those hands into the mat and you're going to step back for your downward facing dog. Spread those palms, the soles of the feet. Press the front of your thighs back as you press your inner hands firmly against the floor. Pressing the heart space towards the thighs, gazing at the shin bones. Inhale. Bring your torso forward until your shoulders are over your wrist. You can step back for that plank posture. Your arms are going to be perpendicular to the floor. And try not to let your upper back collapse between the shoulder blades. So press your outer arms inward, and then against the resistance, spread your shoulder blades apart. And then we're going to drop down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, uncurl those toes, coming into that upward facing dog or cobra posture. Exhale, curl the toes under, press the hips into the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, take your gaze towards the top of your mat. Step or float towards those hands and hang in your forward fold for a moment. Completely allow the head to hang. Breathe into the body. We got 7 more. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, cactusing out the arms. Inhale, lift the fingertips into the sky. And exhale, press the palms away from each other as you dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release the hands into the mat, stepping back for your downward facing dog. Hold that down dog and breathe into the body for a moment. Step or float back into that plank posture. Chaturanga Dandasana. Drop that heart space towards the earth. Uncurl those toes. Inhale, straighten your arms and sweep your chest forward into that upward facing dog or cobra. You can take the gaze forward. Exhale, curl the toes under. Press the hips into the sky, downward facing dog. Stepping towards the top of the mat, beginning again. We're going to walk through it one more time, and then you're going to take 4 more at your own pace. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, cactus out the arms. Inhale, lift the fingertips into the sky. Exhale, hinging forward from those hips. Inhale, half lift. With tons of reverence, exhale, release those hands into the earth, step it back, downward dog. Inhale, plank posture. Drop those heels towards the back wall. And exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Keep the elbows into the body. If you need to come down on those knees, feel free to do so. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, gaze to the top and step or float towards those hands. 4 more times at your own pace. Feel that middle fire building as you're creating that heat within your physical being. Stoking those fires. Whenever you're done meeting in that mountain pose or Tadasana posture, if you want to skip that first downward facing dog and move straight into your plank posture, feel free to do so. Take whatever version, add or take away any posture from your Surya Namaskar, those sun salutations, that feels the best to you. It can look like whatever it is that feels the most comfortable and safe. Take your time. Feel into every movement, every exercise, every inhalation and exhalation. Taking it as that opportunity to invest back into your own being. Creating the strength, generating that middle fire, which just supports the strength of our being. Allowing that middle fire to rise up and uplift the heart space so that we can truly lead with the heart. Whenever you're through, I'll give you another minute or so to finish up. Meeting in that Tadasana or mountain pose. And just finding your breath once again. You can always take away down dogs, or you can add low lunges. Just listen to the body and whatever feels the best to you. You can do those 3-legged downward dogs. Edit and tailor those sun salutations to be the most effective for you. Drop those hands down to the side body. Inhale and arms come overhead. Reaching through those fingertips. Exhale, drop the left hand down to the left thigh, reaching through the right side. Left fingertips or right fingertips reach over towards the right wall. Breathe into the body, feeling into that side stretch. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, drop the right hand down to the right thigh, reaching the left fingertips towards the right wall. And breathe. Inhale, both arms come up into the sky. Exhale, cactus out those arms. Inhale, lift those fingertips into the sky. And exhale, you're going to drop those arms so that they're in alignment with those shoulders directly out towards either side wall. We're going to inhale up and exhale down, just about 15% here. Close your eyes. And just match that breath with that movement. Inhale back to center. We're going to turn our palms towards the front of the room. This time we're going to draw those arms in just a bit and exhale, take them back out to the side. Inhale, take it in, exhale, back out. Close your eyes and continue to move those arms, matching the breath with the movement. Working on that magnetic resonance of our being, refining the energy within that space. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release those hands down towards the side. We're going to take some gentle shoulder circles here. So we're going to inhale up on the back side, exhale down towards the front. Inhale up on the back, exhale down towards the front. Close your eyes and continue on rotating through those shoulders. You can close your eyes and focus on that third eye space, drawing your attention, your awareness back in your own being. That's that beautiful gift of yoga, is that it gives us the ability to come back to the truth of our being, back to the most pure fundamental expression of our being without judgment, only acceptance and allowance. Next time you find your shoulders towards the bottom of that rotation, take it in the opposite direction. This time moving up and forward and down and back. Inhale up, exhale down. Release those shoulders back down into their neutral space. Take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to come into our dancer's pose. You're always welcome to use a wall if you want to. If not, you can just do your best to try. And falling out of this posture is part of the deal, man. We're going to fall out time and time again. Some days we're going to be able to nail it and hold it forever. Just depends on the day and the time. No pressure. We're just having fun, exploratory movement. No expectations. Just allow your body to play with the movement, to play with the posture. And don't stress over about achieving this Instagram-worthy pose. Just have fun. This is called the dancer's pose because it's meant to bring joy into your life. So we really want to like attach ourselves to that energy of joy, that feeling of joy as we express ourselves fully and completely in our authenticity. We're going to inhale, draw the arms overhead. Reach through those fingertips. We're going to exhale, drop the right hand forward 3 times, taking that arm in a circular motion. And then back 3 times. Tuck that elbow into your hip crease. Palm of the hand is straight up into the sky. Left arm is still reaching upwards. We're going to bend through our right leg. Reach back with that right hand for that leg. And I'm feeling a lot of tension in my thighs today, so even the warm-up is still a lot for me. Grab onto that inner ankle. We're going to kick and reach with equal opposition. So you're not just reaching forward. We're going to kick and reach in equal opposition. So inhale and then exhale, hinge forward, reaching and kicking at the same time. And if you fall out, just come right back in. But like I've told you guys before, I'm that teacher that's going to fall out of posture. I'll be doing it with you, and it's okay. No judgment, no pressure. Inhale and rise up. Release that foot. Take that hand down and pedal out those legs so we can take it to the opposite side. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, swing that arm forward 3 times on the left side. And then back. Take that elbow into the hip crease. Palm of the hand straight up to the sky. Thumb pointed towards the back wall. Bend through your left leg. And then reaching and kicking with equal opposition. One side may be a lot easier than the other, and that's okay. Inhale up, release that foot, pedal out those legs, release those arms. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, cactus out those arms. Inhale, fingertips rise up into the sky. Exhale, hinging forward from the hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release those fingertips into the earth. We're going to do some frog squats here. So we're going to inhale, come high up on those toes. Exhale, drop the glutes towards the heels, knees come out to the side wall, gaze comes forward. Exhale, or inhale, come up, Drop the nose towards the knees, crown of the head hangs towards the earth. Exhale down. Do as many of these as you can, take it slow. 2 more times if you can manage it. And then drop those glutes down towards those heels. Keep those toes, keep yourself up on those toes, heels to touch. And then if it feels safe, you can inhale and rise up. Take those hands into heart center, or you can drop those hands into Gyan Mudra. Pointer finger and thumb touch. The rest of the fingers hanging towards the earth. Close your eyes if you need to, or focus on that drishti gaze, that one point of still focus, and breathe into the body. Next exhalation, drop those hands back down into the mat. Take those knees together. We're going to clear out those meridian lines and energetic lines of the body by keeping the toes curled and dropping the knees into the mat. You can tuck those pinky toes under. Those little sneaky things tend to like try to not want to curl under. Inhale, arms come overhead. Take that lotus mudra so that the base of the palms touch, pinky and thumb touch. Drop your lotus in front of your heart space. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully and completely. And just visualizing yourself receiving all of the beauty that comes from connecting to your authenticity, to being kind to yourself and connecting to the perfect beauty of your own spirit. Inhale deeply, and then exhale, release those hands into the earth, coming down onto your hands and knees, tapping out the tops of the feet. Drop the glutes into the mat, swing the legs around in front of you. Bend those legs so that the soles of the feet are resting into the earth. Take those arms out there, frame those legs, fingertips pointed towards the wall in front of you. Exhale, really, really, really slow. Release your vertebra into the earth. One by one, breathing into the body for a moment. Inhale, take the knees into the chest. Holding on to just the right leg. Inhale, lifting up through the left. Reach out through the right arm. Release that left leg, super slow, raise the knees down into the earth. Left hand comes outside the right knee and pulls it across the body. Supine twist. Untwisting the spine. Take the knees back into the chest. Hold on to just the left leg this time. Inhale, lifting up through the right. Exhale, take it down into the earth. Reaching out through the left arm. Right hand comes outside of the left leg. Pulling it across the body. Untwist the spine, take the knees back into the chest. Finding that happy baby posture, grabbing onto the outside edges of those feet, knees come into the armpits. Take your gentle movements or remain in stillness. Then release your legs whenever you're ready, finding your final Shavasana corpse pose posture, or taking any last postures that you might need to complete your practice today that we didn't cover. And then find the final Shavasana. Sink into your breath. Allow the body to relax. You are perfect exactly as you are. There is no need to change anything except the thoughts that you aren't good enough. Maybe the reason nothing seems to be fixing you is because you're not broken. Let today be the day you stop living within the confines of how others define or judge you. You have a unique beauty and purpose. Live accordingly. You are the finest, loveliest, tenderest, and most beautiful person I have ever known. And even that is an understatement. I love this beautiful quote by F. Scott Fitzgerald. And although I know he was talking about Zelda when he wrote it, it's one of those quotes that we can always use in reference to our own being when we're feeling small, when we're feeling the need to compare ourselves or meet these unrealistic expectations. Just reciting those words. You are the finest, loveliest, tenderest, and most beautiful person I have ever known. And even that is an understatement. You're so much more than you allow yourself to acknowledge. You're so much more than you've given yourself permission to see, to know, to understand, to believe about yourself. And it's those very beliefs that could unleash the most beautiful, most potent magic within your being, that would leave a legacy that would be unmatchable, that only you can leave. So remember who you are. Remember who you are, who you were before the world told you who you're supposed to be. Super slow and gentle, start coming back into your body with those gentle movements. First, through the extremities, the fingers and the toes, gently wiggling those fingers and toes. Deepen the breath, wrapping the hands around the wrists or the feet around the ankles. Take the full body stretches that are necessary to draw you back into this time and space on your mat. This safe space that you have created to do your own deep healing work. How liberating it is to pursue wholeness instead of perfection. Embrace your beauty. Draw those knees into your chest and rocking and rolling upright into a comfortable seated position whenever you're ready. Finishing our practice today with 3 long Sat Nams. I am truth, truth is my name, truth is my identity. That mantra says it all. Take those hands in prayer pose, tuck the thumbs into your breastbone. Inhale and lengthen through the spine. Exhale fully and completely. Inhale to begin. Sat-nam. 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 Namaste. I hope you guys were able to connect to those deeper aspects of your being, to see yourself and your truth a little bit more completely and fully today. To stop looking to other people to tell you who you are, who you're supposed to be, even yourself, just allowing that expression to naturally flow through you without judgment, without the need to tell a story or to meet any certain levels of perfection or unrealistic expectations. I love you guys so much. All I ever want for you is to just reach those highest aspects of your being, to be more fully and completely yourself every single day. And I just thank you so much for joining me today, and I will look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye.